Mobile devices have flattened what used to be sort of a spectrum of interaction. You had your TV and then later your computer screen, you had a car stereo, magazines, movie theaters, a Walkman. How do you guys think the consolidation of all that into just like one rectangle, that provides everything has impacted the emotional connection and the emotions in general that we experience?
I'll take a crack at a piece of it first, and then
Please do.
Alan will kind of come in strong after me. But I'd say, I think the first thing that you said, you kind of said the word interaction, right? Mm-hmm. And I think one of the things that's really a distinction is when we're doing these things on screen, it's back to that, all of those clicks. You're cognizant that there's this layer of interaction mm-hmm. that is between you and the experience. You would never see, you don't see your niece in space, or you don't see each other and think, I'm now moving forward 5 paces. I've turned my head this way to initiate an interaction. I am going to press a button and press return to initiate talking. So you recognize intuitively that there's this layer of interaction. I call it a tax or a cost. Ooh. Cognitive overhead, right? In every one of the things you're doing on the screen, right? That it isn't real. And I guess the last thing, maybe to tee you up, Alan, is we have millions of years of evolution of direct contact and many more senses that are just going to get fired in those situations, right? In terms of many other things we're feeling that do get flattened, I think, in the digital experience. Mm.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, the phone is just another source of sensory kind of innervation, right? It's just a way of stimulating your retina, right? And so in principle, if you put your phone, if the phone was the optimal version of the phone, it wouldn't be a phone, it would just be your retina, right? You would get all of that information in a much more immersive way, which is kind of why people are excited about the metaverse, right? But right now, if you spend all of your time through the phone, it's like you're kind of like, what's the right word? You don't have a full sensory experience. You have a reduced sensory experience of the world. Everything has to come through the small rectangle. That doesn't mean that there are certain things you don't necessarily need anything bigger than a small rectangle for. Maybe reading books, it's fine. But yeah, if all of your social interactions are coming through, for example, texts, then you're missing everything that's present in real life human conversation. And that has to take its toll, right? Because so much of that is so important to us as human beings, as physical beings that evolved in a physical world. And you can see chemically that there are effects of actual physical touch, of actually being present with somebody. You can see that there's more efficiencies in communication, like literally you understand people better and you understand their emotions better. And we need to bring it back. I don't think screens are going to go away. Right. And I think that, it's going to be hard. I think that when people say let's reduce screen time, I think that the challenge with that is people are not going to go back and just sit on their street corner doing nothing rather than just being on their phone, right? so they need a portal of some kind into the digital world. I don't think there's any avoiding that. We just need to make that portal better. I think that's the trajectory of humanity right now. Right? If we don't make that portal better, it's going to be the phone. Yeah. But people are not going to go back to not having the kind of interconnectedness that they're used to having now.